time while they're here. We help solve student inquiries like job vacancies, accommodation, and liaison between management and the class representatives to kind of bridge a gap. So as you know, every class has class reps. So what we get from them, the information, we bring them to the faculty once a month to help improve and just make sure they're listening to students' inquiries. So a few things that we do is day tours to various spots in Dublin or in other counties. Parties, as some of you may have attended, I can see a few familiar faces.
Sorry, Laura, just pause again for a second. Just so you know, I will upload this presentation at the end to Moodle. Laura will email it to me, I'll upload it. Okay, so everyone will have access to this at the end, okay? Sorry, go ahead.
A few movie nights and also gaming tournaments such as like the pool. Don't think we did a table tennis yet, but we're looking to do a table tennis as well. So there's just a few pictures. We went to the Teeling Whiskies tour like last week on Tuesday. There's images for some from the parties. Over here we have a picture from Knows Pharmaphobia. It's in Kells in County Meath. That was for like a Halloween tour thing. And then a movie night is up at the top there in Rathmines Omniplex. So we have our own building, the one you see on the right when you come in the main gate on campus. We have a leisure space upstairs that has like sofas, little chairs, a little lounge area that has a TV. You can watch movies on Netflix or Disney Plus, Prime TV. And we also have two consoles, PS4 and Xbox. But we are also trying to set up the PS5. We're just waiting for a few extra little gadgets to come in before we do that. And there's also pool tables, table tennis. There's a kitchen space, so you can heat your food. There's microwaves, kettles, and also the sandwich grills as well. So basically, we're looking for how can you help us. We want to know what works for us. So what things have you used, or what things have you actually liked about the SU? And then we want obviously what else we can do better, because we know there's plenty that we can do better on, and we just really want to hear anything you guys have to say. So that's really it. I suppose we can take any questions now, or yeah.
So what kind of resources does the SU have?
So we get a yearly budget that we get we get paid monthly. So we have to kind of make sure we have enough to kind of cover any costs. We'll get people workshops. So last week we had Sexual Health Week, which basically we got a workshop person to come in and talk about sexual well-being. So stuff like that has to be paid for, and it's just basically one budget from the college that is dispersed over monthly. In regards to people, we have management. They are known as the activities team now. Previously, last year, they ran the student union, but is now the student union is completely run by students. So that's why we're a little bit overwhelmed at the minute for work with the workloads at the minute. But yeah, that's just their main resource we have.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else? Hi. Yeah.
What pain points do you currently encounter?
Sorry.
What pain points do you currently encounter? Do you have any problems you're currently facing?
I could name several. Any specific area maybe that you'd like to touch on?
No.
So one thing is the budget. We're hoping to get a larger budget. We're definitely looking at expanding our staff members as well, because there's only 3 of us at the minute, and with COVID now, I'm the only one left. So we need to expand on employment in the place to kind of keep things running a bit more smoothly. What else? There's plenty. One thing actually from last year as well, if anyone knows the Susie grant, we were trying to, along with other colleges, we were trying to get the Board of Education to allow students in private colleges to receive this grant, because it would be obviously a big help. Is there any other specific area you could think of? I'm trying to think of the top of my head here. Let's see. Well, the big thing really is the staff member, because we don't always have someone to always man the desk. You have to reply to emails. You have to just basically go around campus, do individual things, depending on kind of what the week involves. You might have to go around do posters for certain events, just like kind of let people know what's going on. We'd like to be able to do more of that, and because we're lacking in the staff, which is the huge problem really we have, that we can't obviously do all these other little extra things for people. Anything else?
Sorry. Kind of as a follow-up to my previous episode question. How does the union decide how to allocate resources and funds?
Sorry, could you actually say that question just to start about?
So how does the SU decide how to allocate its resources and funds?
Okay, so we basically kind of decide we kind of look back at what's already done. There's different things that we've tried to do, different events or different campaigns that, because we have a very wide demographic in this college, it's different to other Irish colleges that when you are kind of more the Irish side of people kind of in the college, or a higher percentage of Irish goers, that the change, the huge change in kind of what you can do. You have to watch out for like cultural awareness and stuff, different things like that. So we kind of look at what other students have liked. We usually do polls and stuff to see what people want to see more of and what they like, what they don't want to see anymore. And we also just try to get some ideas from other campaigns that have been done and any new ones that tend to arise as well. That's basically, we just try to go with the demand for it, and we try to ask, like, if we see something on another college's thing that looks interesting, or just in general, like we have a lot going on in the world now, so we were talking where there's hopes to do something for the Ukraine and Russian students in the college to kind of make them, sort of comfort them in some sort of way, do something for them, like dinner or some sort of an event that will kind of help them and what they're going through, and also hopefully maybe some sort of charitable thing we're looking to do as well. So it kind of just also depends on what's going on at that time. But that's kind of how we choose what to do and what not to do. It's just kind of depending on really the students, like how they answer things. We'll usually get the reps to ask their groups and just kind of try to get everyone's opinion as much as possible.
Okay.
Sorry, you sound like this.
What would you say about the level of participants? Like when you organize events, do you feel like a lot of students show up and participate, or you feel like you need more promotion into this to involve more students into your activities?
Yeah, we're always going to say this. The biggest one, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but we try to kind of be diverse in what events we do, but most people's response is usually parties. Obviously, we try to do as many of them as possible without, getting on security's bad side. But in regards to other events, it can be difficult to kind of get people interested. I don't know if it's that it's any lack of information on our side, or if it's just that they're not interested, but we do try to do kind of obviously non-alcoholic events as well, just to kind of cater for anyone that would not be interested in that kind of thing. But so mostly like parties would say is usually around anywhere between 50 to 80 students, and that's kind of the capacity we can only have in the building. But now that nightclubs have started up, we're trying to kind of get people to get more interested in buying tickets for that we can maybe meet up here and then leave as a big group. With other activities, we've done movie nights. I think the most we've gotten for a movie, we had a really big one in the auditorium last semester, and I think we had about 60 people for that, which was pretty good because it was just a Netflix movie, but we offered free popcorn, and it was kind of a good chance to socialise with people. But in regards to the other events, they would be quite smaller usually.
Thank you. And another question, and now with the COVID is pretty much gone, hopefully, are you planning to organize any field trips? Not just one-day trips, but for a longer time?
So with the bigger trips, it's actually the Griffith Activities team that is now in charge of that. They were the ones that would have ran the student union, so it would have all been through the student union last year. But now that we're two separate teams, they will do all the big trips away. So we just had a discovery trip, which was a 3-day trip, 2 nights, and we went down to Tipperary, to the Rock of Cashel. We went to Cork, Blarney Stone, Killarney, and then up to Clare, and Leinster County Clare, and it usually just get a lot of people to sign up. Like we do little trips in a way, like ourselves as a student union. So we did like kind of more local or kind of somewhat like closer, because we don't usually have the same amount of people as they would for those bigger trips away, like the surf trip and the discovery trip that brings you around Ireland, because there's a lot more planning and more details, and you have to really plan that months in advance. All those big trips, they were planned since this time last year. So they plan them very far in advance, but they'll get feedback from students on how it went, what they can improve on, etc.
Thank you.
Hi, yeah.
Apart from physically at the building,
Yeah.
where do you reach out to the students? And what's your names on different
Sorry, what's that?
what's your names on different platforms?
Oh yeah, so we're on our Facebook page, we have Instagram, pretty sure we have Twitter, but I haven't used it now. There's also a website, although I will say it does desperately have to be updated. We've been trying to, it's just been kind of brushed off on us every time we've tried to get it updated, because everyone seems to just use the Instagram, but we're hoping to kind of get that up and running a bit better. Then now that COVID is again slowly leaving, we can start putting up more posters and stuff, because before we didn't actually have, we only recently got a printer just right before Christmas, so now we're hoping to put up like a lot more posters to kind of get the word around the college on all the notice boards, and also over on the GHR, the Group of Policy Residents as well.
It's mainly Instagram?
Instagram? Yeah.
Mainly? Or
Sorry?
like you mainly use Instagram?
We mainly use Instagram, yeah. Yeah.
How many members does the student union have, and how many different positions does it have?
So at the current time there is 3. So we have Sujal Mistry, which is our president, Vibhuti, which is our SU Vice President of Campaigns, and myself, or SU Vice President of Events. So we're definitely hoping to expand that, because as you can see we're dropping like flies. We have last semester we did get a few people to be volunteers, just to kind of help us out when we need the extra hands, and just as kind of, since they don't actually work there or anything like that, they don't actually do the desk or any of the other work. It's more like if we have an event, more so like a party or something that needs a few extra hands, we'll get them to help out. The way we compensate them is that we gave them a free Griffith hoodie. They get free into any events they want, working or not working, and that's basically the compensation for that.
Okay. Sorry, kind of as a follow-up, so you mentioned the president. So does he have does he set out the main goals? What's the specific hierarchy, so to speak?
Yeah, so everything has to go through him technically, but we all kind of contribute ideas. Anything has to go through him to one of our managers, who is Paul Walsh. He's the one who kind of determines what's feasible, kind of what you can and can't do in regards to college rules, I guess, campus rules, because there's different rules for here. Every building almost has different rules, because the college is one building, and they have different management for the GHR building, the people that live on campus. There's different management for the SU, which is technically we're slightly different, because even though Paul works in the main building, he's over this building over here. And then we have the canteen, which is also separate management. So you kind of have to go through everyone if you want to kind of organise anything, any kind of events. But in regards to just the student union events, it's mostly through Sujal, the president, and we kind of talk as a team and also liaison with Paul to see who can and can't do, and what's kind of a good idea and what's not.
And maybe to expand the student union and how you want to attract people.
Yeah, so we definitely want to get more kind of people that can be on the ground, if that makes sense. So we want to have someone currently on the desk, or more so on the desk, have one person, 1 or 2 people. Well, everyone's going to get emails, but get the budget higher, of course. But if not, we'll be kind of compensating them in different ways, such as probably free trips away, so they won't have to pay for any of the trips away, and like little things. We wouldn't have them on enough hours to kind of, like it wouldn't be crazy hours to be on. It'd be like 1 or 2 to maybe cover someone that's permanently there, just so that like we can get out and maybe do stuff that we can't when we're stuck behind the desk. But if we cannot get, I assume we should be able to get at least 2 extra people. I'm pretty sure there's a good chance we're going to need them, so we're hoping to get 2 extra people. But then after that, it'll be voluntary or something like that. But we will get people to like write a call to the manager to kind of do up CVs, so at least that they'll have the CV, they'll have it on their CV, so and they'll get compensated in other ways, such as the trips and like maybe free merchandise and stuff like that.
So first of all, you have to increase the budget, right? Is there
Yeah.
anything you can do to increase the budget you get?
We're gonna have to beg the college. We're gonna have to get our hands on these. No, we've talked about it before, and we believe that once we give, the college is expanding its students, they're asking us, to promote more and do more for the college, and we're gonna have to make the argument that you're gonna have to give us more money because we're gonna need it if you want us to do all these things. So, so that's basically it. Hi.
What is the ceiling of potential spends? We wish some we can operate in this year.
Sorry, could you say that one more time?
We wish some we can operate this year. What is your ceiling of potential payments?
For the, like, giving the entire budget?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm allowed to say the number exactly what we have. I probably shouldn't, just in case. But I'd say at least a quarter more of what we have is gonna have. It's like a quarter of what we're getting at the minute, at least, if not like half. We're just gonna have to see how the college is doing, because after COVID, everything was hit so hard that we have to kind of see what we can work with as best we can. But we are gonna try. We'll definitely get at least 1 or 2 more people on the payroll to help with the extra workload that we're gonna get this year coming. But I cannot say exactly because unfortunately it's not up to me about the budget. But in regards to other previous conversations that we've had with management, that there's a good chance that we should be able to get more, as the college is looking to expand, put more into the student union as a way of attracting more students to the college. Anyone else? Hi, yes. Sorry, please do that again.
Do you find it hard to keep it up on all social media platforms simultaneously?
Well, most of them, like Instagram and Facebook will be linked, so we usually try to share on both of them. But it's not too bad. Like we have different apps that we can quickly make up like posters and stuff. But I think the main thing is that it's been hard to kind of decide what students want and what they'll kind of show up to, and like to make sure you're kind of covering all the bases of different cultures and societies and everything. But yeah, it can be difficult. Yes, I will say it can be difficult, and we are trying to keep up. And I just think, again, I'll just reiterate. I think if we had the extra pair of hands to kind of just take off some of the workload, that we can kind of concentrate more on these other areas that we're lacking in as well. Yeah.
Apart from security,
Yeah.
what is the biggest loss in the parties? Because they're not that expensive to have, I guess.
Well, since this semester, we've had to pay for our own security. So the guys out here, they don't cover it. So now we have to pay for security. So we buy all the alcohol wholesale, and we try to kind of just make it sure there's like enough for everyone there without completely polluting anyone. And we try to just make sure we have like food, other stuff like that. It all kind of adds up, and we're just basically trying to cover ourselves so that we're not leaving no money for anything that might pop up. If we want to do like another event, next thing there's no money money just because it only comes in one week. So we have to kind of just figure out the best way of kind of organizing each event and making sure everyone's kind of spread out because we may not have the funds to do it that 1 month until like the following month. Yeah.
Has a student is the student union considering like doing some independent fundraising?
In what regard? For ourselves or you mean our?
Yeah.
There's not been talk about that.
And has never done that?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I'm almost positive it's always came from a budget from the college.
Okay.
Apart from the budget, do you have any other incomes? Like, do you get any profit from the events you do?
No, not profit. It's more to cover what we buy for them.
Okay, so
And sorry.
none goes away, like nothing goes to you.
Not to us. No. We only get. So we are all on 22 hours a week to get paid. We get it's a set wage. We don't get anything extra for being at the parties. We're only paid for the daytime work. So anything we do extra is on ourselves.
Sorry, for example, what about people who doesn't use social media, for example, Facebook and Instagram?
Yeah, so that's the issue. We've been trying to kind of get someone to fix our website, but we were just kind of getting rushed off. So definitely, like it's on the to-do list. I swear to like update that and kind of get it going. It's not very user friendly, so we're still trying to work out how to fix it. Not for yourself, but for us to kind of update it and stuff. It definitely needs like a huge update that. But I understand. Yeah, we need to fix that.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
What does the average schedule of a person within the student union look like? And how long is like a shift, for example?
It's so because at the moment it's different. The president is a full-time role, so they're getting paid full-time hours. So all the open hours, they are meant to be there for the open hours, unless obviously like because of COVID he's not there. But other than that, it is full-time hours for the president. The two vices, myself and Boogie, we are on part-time hours. Sometimes we may have to shift schedules. We do get one set schedule, but a lot of the time because of classes or commitments with the college or trips away, it gets pushed around. But we usually try to squeeze in the hours that we're allowed to work. There's no real minimum, but that's technically like set in stone or anything. But you just try to basically, you want to get paid. So you try to show up basically to every hour, and the most hours you can do is 22 to keep it under the tax bracket.
Per week?
Per week, yeah. Well,
Thank